Now, with part of the propaganda of the NDC, they use some convincing tactics. Then, Rebecca, they'll be able to convince one manful and at least some of the floating voters. But all the one strategy they will use will leak Masisi and Momo about some kakra and the Kofu Bebe now even radio stations beat it as a FM 94 points or 7 years sister station called Wakam Hasa because area the way you want to use this strategy to win your elections and at least it even goes against the law from Yafa which of no Afro because government share video and share no business secretary.
Don't talk about
the
it.
law will let you go.
Don't talk about it. Once there is a soup,
yes.
Who could get to Ashtown? No, police one a boom. Obi crack or Eddie show, Obi friends of friends, near the Omina Afra.
Eventually the law will let you go.
Unfortunate, but I said, so as 80 on my shemu. Wow, only a part of it. No more with no money, Ojamo, and Kakasu, Ghana, there's our tourism. Oh, was it 37? And they just told Muna prepare. Ghana survivor and then we are. In any case, they be a Makamity. Do you think this is how we have to solve the problem of illegal mining? By burning ties and making sure we'll be on Gojima. Do you think that's how? And the hypocrisy. Most of these people leading the chain, they know people who are practicing that illegality. It will be a man of him. Yes, shall see a January. Some more standards and we are yes careful the way we are opening up. And then we are telling me say, can't we regulate our social media front as Omano? Can't we take a decision to regulate
the challenge?
Can't we?
The propensity for it to be abused.
Well,
it is sometimes they say, oh yeah, I won't say, and when you also we have a very powerful state, the Ghanaian state. And a government, the executive presidency, it is so much power. It's state in them. It won't take it as a woman state, some unfettered access to maybe and shall not abuse it.
We also need
that is something we have to also
discuss. But we also need to look at
I get you.
How
they use those platforms,
it's too much.
And they are abusing Yoma. But let's make this point and make it again.
It's too much.
Protest. Yes, I agree, sir. The right to protest is inalienable, constitutional guarantee at the amount. But that right is exercised within the confines of law. And that's why you want Public Order Act. Rights are not absolute. And they say, oh, you're a protester. The protest does not include uko to police car key at watching. That is not protest. The protest does not include police fire barricade to make sure say demonstrators never stay in line. Uko bubu barricade. That is not protest. You can protest and bring attention to cause be a war without necessarily destroying Nyoma. It is not proper. And I think as a country, we should be bold and say some of these things. So police for near excessive, we would criticize them. But when police are videos now, you would see the police for exercise restraint seriously, which was professional, a part of crowd control. Some even think more crowd control in the crowd was not perfect because these were just about 30-35 people. If now some police for a control at the end of them. Than how a man escalate your coin. That's an argument for another day. But let's understand, when citizens in the process of protesting, we should separate crime from protest. You cannot hide behind protest and commit crime. We can't. Why do you hide behind protest and commit crime?
That is why no, it didn't say yes, your MPP, your NDC. Yes. There's a different law dealing with those people.
Oh,
there's no same phone. So it's so unfortunate. The standards, every facet of our life, standards are falling.
And I think sometimes we have to also be truthful as a country. When young men in the process of protesting commit a crime, there are excesses will protest BMO. But when it is clear crime, pulling down the properties of others, blocking a road that leads to a hospital, when the police did not grant you that permit to block the road, it cannot be right. It cannot.
Protest.
It cannot be right.
And I'm saying, it cannot be right. It cannot be right in the media for Obi. You're serious in this country.
Yes.
We are calling for a press freedom and media freedom, and we are your friend. But you're not careful. And trono a dorsal.
Yes.
And so honest a dorsal. in Fiafia dorsal,
Yeah.
partisan interest in it too much. Me say, on this idea, who say, Enya Papano. Read some of these editorial discretions and some of these headlines in our papers and various stations. You'll be shocked. And that is why I have a problem that they're okay. This is the truth. Even you're backed with videos. Why do you want to just make sure, say, we see the trust, say, why do you do that? Why? It is like Debbie Adameka. As it stands now, I'm confused. What the reality is when it comes to Electoral Commission, NDC, and matters arising. Because NDC is painting a different picture, the Electoral Commission is painting a different picture. So how do we go about it?
I said, and no dear. The whole Ghana is waiting for the EC. Okay, NDC submit your petition. No, EC issue statement. You understand? Initial statement say, "Omunsaka petition." No, they and I think for the purposes of Sam Komo, let me read. Now, Obia, where we are with that particular way.
Me point.
Because I think, and also be putting your mind in perspective.
But me point.
Yes. Yes.
We are still talking about an election that is coming on some
73 days from now. Mm-hmm.
And look at how the one of the key components about to look at how we are going back and forth, raising avoidable tensions in the country.
Yes.
Very avoidable. And then one hour for you, friend, no more. Attack me no mean say me catch them say yentimi yenya kwenya ne yankanchira amavo say do we understand what forensic auditing really means NDC calling for maza if a party feels that that is the means that onobe okay or satisfied that it's incumbent on that party to make sure say your options your court final.
Oh sure,
of course,
sure.
Why do you fight them? But it's incumbent on the Electoral Commission to let matters open and fair because only and then but like chumba no. You be din ko no sika won sa say onsa no me le achum o man me so afam sika. And I'm saying ma for sika say o so afam sika dia ene biem no bia hu say sika bia eni.
Otirimu fa wo be biem nsem.
It meaning that if the Electoral Commission has nothing to work. Why is it that omo request no mo busa no mo for ma dia mo na bibia anye fine no bia. But it doesn't end there because you know.
Yes.
So it doesn't end there.
It's
not just what you're saying. It's not because cemetery crown Matisse over 200,000 blah 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 blah. So does it mean that the exhibition is not a cure to some of these major relevant challenges? That
has been the argument for the NDC. So if that is issues no more raising, all of them cannot be addressed through exhibition.
But is that the what is the response of the Electoral Commission on this matter of the exhibition is to cure what the NDC has raised? Because I am back and forth this morning, Obi. That's why because I said I'm even confused.
No, I think so far, what the EC has said, they say, or more train further and better particulars from the NDC relative to claims no more making.
But if the NDC also says, how would you go about
NDC say, for now, Yebeka yensem ne chere mo no, Electoral Commission mo say, oh yensem na ya kan kwa ma ye ho adwuma dada.
Yeah.
And almost say, my young juma that they are Kakrana Mayeno, Monfa Mayen. And I easy said, Darby, young famamo. Ye person more demo claims now, more some more evidence.
Or more of a dance be Electoral Commission.
Yet the NDC. No, say NDC say, Omun to me in fasa evidence name my easy way because they don't trust the EC.
Oh, Bawumia.
Without a third person, a third party, they cannot. Because Omun trust the EC.
One of the organizations.
Was it?
One of the organizations. They overstretching matters. Because we are moving because minimum. Because point is that. Sadiana Washusha Unina, now see Mumukrano.
Yes.
Mufamre and then Munina Trans say, the more can sanity say, not tea and not be the adjoining Yaquan, Quesia, Yankas Animal will be dear Pierre or baby me and say, all those things, yet she says some exhibition bet me a kill.
Yes.
But when you need Yamonica Mrami and Trassi. Now, and your bullet points now.
Yeah, but NDC so say, you start to say, Bobo issues are you with the register. Muma jia to me say, oh, ya wie dada. Say my wie dada there. Yan some ya say there, but mo say my wie. My wie there mo fa my.
That's what the Electoral Commission say. Almost say they are looking forward.
Yes.
Say omo dosa.
We make a dana. So omoni NDC aye meeting no. NDC quite a PowerPoint presentation.
PowerPoint. Yes. There were no details to that effect.
No details.
Exactly.
But Omanibu Amase at that meeting, the EC told them say Monioma na mo yi akyere.
Key amongst them was the Pusiga issue.
Pusiga de no ne your friend is saying illegal voter transfer. No details ne ma.
They have to.
Details ne ma.
Because meaning the about I'll plead with them.
No, anytime I make us man Sisiano. When I check this release, then I think now the ball is in the court of the EC.
Okay,
listen,
what is it?
The Electoral Commission has received the petition submitted by the National Democratic Congress at the end of their demonstration on Tuesday, 17 September. The Commission will review the petition, The Commission will review the petition and provide its response in the coming days. So our response, no, am I?
Okay, so what petition? What did that petition entail?
No, NDC petition, no, we demonstration, we come out easy, no.
What did
Oh, some new man highlighting, yes, almost sign restating, and a commission so state response, but in the coming days, it has not come. Number two,
I say in the coming days they were not definite.
Sure. Also, the commission wishes to assure the general public that the process of producing the final register is in its early stages, which is good, conciliatory. Say, at the end of all these concerns can be taken on board. Third paragraph. The commission is mindful that the voters' register is the bedrock of credible, fair, and transparent elections. We assure the NDC and all stakeholders of our avowed commitment to delivering a credible and robust final register ahead of the December 2024 elections. In the meantime, our doors remain open. We look forward to engaging the NDC on their concerns.
Why do you say this letter? It is the responsibility now.
No, said the detailed response of the ECMI. And the EC said they look forward to engaging the NDC.
Course.
And no, is the EC inviting the NDC to come?
Of course.
Or they are waiting for the NDC themselves to come? Yes.
It's a forensic auditing. Easy for say, Mumfasa,
Yes.
So as to whether the EC should come or the NDC should come, it's Ghana that should not suffer.
Of course.
I think that,
of course,
back and forth now,
cool heads would have to prevail. But I want to add make a say, when all is said and done, everything that would happen should be within the confines of law. The Electoral Commission is a creation of law. And the EC cannot do anything outside the legislative arrangement. And I think in this whole back and forth, we should all be minded by that, because an independent constitutional body,
now, Obi,
it should act within the confines of law.
As a political party.
Yeah.
Now, if options need deleted, say they be a mention south. Or they acquire in the past 384, whatever.
Sure.
Why are the courts not there for us to make sure?
Oh no, you can go to court. Sir, court, prerogative rates are court in the amount.
Yeah.
And you can file for any of them. I mean, mandamus, any of those.
For anybody who feels that these EC and the register they are providing.
Clearly, you can go to court.
EC is not ready to batch when it comes to this forensic auditing.
From a more in its body language, it doesn't look like they want to do that.
Because we saw back and forth, the cure is with the exhibition. Any other person with any contrary, bring your whatever, let us compare notes and make sure the final register will be proper. So if we are saying this and you're not coming, we should say, the processes of voting, okay, so is it not that say any part require 100, no mundu 100 Obia because of the indelible ink and then other matters.
Biometrics,
we say no, because 100, I say no 100. What it means is that we better make sure and go through this process because the figure is 100, one is not 100. All these things will be about to be
Me, I'm thinking, sir, the Electoral Commission should call for an emergency IPAC meeting. Stakeholders, because also the IPAC, CSOs related to elections, partners, donor partners, they should call for an emergency IPAC meeting and deal with this thing once and for all. 73 days to go.
But that's the point.
Yeah. Final register, we don't have time.
That's the point. And
we don't have
we
time.
shouldn't do this to ourselves as Ghanaians.
Yeah.
These political parties and politicians and party sympathizers and the media people, we all don't learn.
Yeah.
Because if you fact check and you go back into history, election Omo raise tempos na temperature na to a different height. Kiki ebi be pra ebi be wu ebi simbetu ebi a future be bomb just because and trone propaganda ne and your man self fatankwa for about 20 we are as if in year yes as if we've gone back to sleep. Kiki by 10th of December nyame cha na ehu say asumesi no benten na ye de about they bebrebe nyina to go down. Why can't we just make sure say sanity will prevail, because beyond these political parties is Ghana. Mister, and then now the new star on the block ended the attempts and paying for the attempts. Sorry, say, hey, where are we headed towards?
Now, I had a member mayedu. Now, them they may be out no. I bring in nothing but the truth. I bring you facts back to back content. Now, but mazana share video, share. Robi students and company. Maybe I share one your comment section. But from me, Yafa, what my from a kuska. I'm a crowd. Let's